Yes, I know, you can see me more than here to here, and it's great. Also, lighting. Disgusting, I look gray. So like 2 weeks ago, I went to a science center and they had a Science of Pixar thing going on, which is the only reason why I'd ever go. So that morning I wake up and I'm scrolling through Instagram and I see the ad for it and I'm like, holy shit, it's leaving town soon, isn't it? It's not, it's here until like the second week of August. So I run downstairs pretty much like almost immediately after I wake up, which is weird because I usually sit on my phone for an hour before I do anything. So I go downstairs and I tell my mom like, we gotta go now. So we go and it was great. So of course my inner child is already fucking screaming. They have fucking Buzz Lightyear footprints on the floor and I'm fucking stepping on each one of them because, you know, I'm 7. This 7-year-old immediately, okay? And you know, I'm walking through and there's concept art and shit on the walls and facts that make me want to cry at the idea of ever trying to do anything like that. If you don't think concept art is one of the most beautiful things out there, leave, right? Go away, okay? I already lost one of you in my month-long nothingness. Just keep believing, out the door, that way. Even my door's this way, but go right into the wall. Go. So we go through and everything and we're let in. Can you see my knee if I do this? I don't know, I'm used to this. So we're let in and everything, and they have an intro video to the entire thing, and I almost start crying because I love Pixar and Disney, and it's the dude, it's Mr. Ray from Finding Nemo and Roz who intro us into the entire thing and tell us to have a good time. I'm like, I will have a good time. And so you walk into this open room and there's little stations set up and they have like informative videos. And then there's like a little activity that you can do that goes along with it. And you know, watching these videos, I never realized how much fucking math goes into these movies. Like, it makes me want to cry thinking about it. Like, I could never do that. Mainly because I never took a grade 12 level math. And I didn't do physics, and I failed chemistry. Math was my thing until the 6th grade. Then it was science. And now here I am. But there's so much physics that goes into it. And I'm sitting here thinking they still draw frame by frame, stop motion-y kind of style drawings to get animation. No, it's fucking rigs and clay statues to see if the body type they have for this character will work or not. Like, it's so complicated, the amount of shit that they have to do to get it right. Like, oh, I thought in my animation is a bitch video that it was hard, but after this I'm like, oh my god, how? Wow, you spend hours doing like 3 seconds. It takes like 6 hours to render 1 frame. And I'm like, I can't handle when my video takes 30 minutes to render and an hour to export. Like, 6 hours? Stop. So some of these workstations were, you know, easier, I guess you could say. There was one with like light, and you could play around with light. It was like up with the 2 chairs, and so you could play around with the day cycle, and then play around with the brightness of the lamps in the room. And they had a little set, I assume, of how they designed it before they fucking actually put it together, of the room. And they had like 4 bottles of pills on Carl's side table beside his chair, and I'm like, thank you for ripping my heart out for a 3rd time. End me. That's all end me. Up is sad, man. And then there's some that are a bit more complicated, I guess you could say, like facial expressions and like matching each side of the face. So like, there was one with it was Jessie, and you had to like, one side of her face was like a set emotion or a set facial expression. And then you had to play with like knobs and shit to like adjust her eyebrow, and her eyebrow had like 3 different knobs to like play around with it. And then her eyelid, and then her lower lid, and then her eye itself, and you had to move all that to make it look like the other side of her face. And it was really hard, and I got kind of close, but not really. I could see where I went wrong on everything, but I didn't know how to fix it, so I just gave up. Especially because one kid kept coming over to see if the spot was open. So along with these like videos, some of them had like concept art on the back of them, and so there was like more concept art set up around the room. And if they had any of this concept art for sale, I would have bought some and I'd have $0 in my bank account. But I'm okay sitting at 115 after buying 2 lenses, and it makes me want to cry because I only have $115. Can't do anything with that. And then, you know, along with each station, there are kind of characters set up around the place. So you had Buzz, and then you had Mike and Sully, Brooklyn Nine-Nine has taken over my soul. I've already done this once and I'm like, don't say Scully. And then I was like, as I was doing it, I'm like, Scully. Yeah, it's Scully. For sure. And then they had Wally and Dory. And of course, you know, I want my pictures with them because again, 7, okay? I take my picture, high-fiving Wally. Didn't really turn out all that well, but it's fine. And then, you know, there's me casually standing beside him because if I didn't like me high-fiving him, I would have liked to have the choice between an awkward high-five looking thing and an awkwardly standing there thing. And then there's Dory. And of course I want my goddamn picture with Dory. Who wouldn't, right? But it was one of the lighting stations. And the light changed different color because, you know, when water goes through light, when light goes through water and you're underwater, it looks blue. Think of a pool. You go underwater, the water looks blue because the light is coming in. And so you can play with different types of light like that. Of course, when I'm taking my picture, there's a child playing with all the different colors of light. So, you know, I'm pink, I'm green, I'm blue. I have the clean white light on me. But I was going through them and I was about to delete this picture. I'm like, if I zoomed into this picture and cropped it, it kind of looks like it could be a school photo. Because we always had the blue background with kind of highlighty things in it. I was sitting there and it was like 1 in the morning and I was giggling to myself and I'm like, this is it. I have to make this video talking about this. It literally looks like it could just go right smack into my fucking yearbook. Minus my toque because nobody's allowed to wear a hat. Which is, yeah, nobody's allowed to wear a hat. And I thought it was absolutely hilarious. So, that's why I made this video. Just solely to tell you I took a picture with Dory and if you cropped it enough, it would look like a school photo. Straight up, that's all I wanted to make this video for. I'm here, I'm back, kind of. And I've made a video. Can't all be that bad. Except for fucking Satan. Satan has set up his goddamn portal in my country, I guess. Satan is everywhere. It's hot everywhere. It's hot everywhere. He needs to leave. Go away, Satan. That's all I have for this video. It was, sole purpose was that one ending bit, which I didn't execute properly, but it's fine. If you want to see more content from me, you can go to my channel and pick whatever you want. I recommend animations a bitch. And if you want to see more from me, hit that subscribe button down below. And I will see you whenever I see you. No, that's a different video. I thought I had a hilarious end slave for this, but I don't.